John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Antonio Senzatella.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Alex Call, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
That's ball two.
There's the strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag. One out in the top of the first. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And one to watch, of course, their three-hole hitter, Will Smith.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Mookie Betts stands in here, takes ball one low. Check swing, no appeal.
Nice job to keep the hands back on that one. Out in front just a little bit.
Strike one. One out, base is empty. Off the plate, 3-1 now. That one found hard the other way. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Batting third, catcher.
Man at first, and next for LA, Will Smith. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Man at first, one away. Mookie on the move. This one smoked, could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
He was all over that one. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
One out, runner at second. And here's Freddie Freeman. Another solid power season. And there's a ball.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's, you know, just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Cut on and lifted in the air. Beck hauls it in for the out, and there's two down.
Batting fifth, center fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Man at second. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here at Coors Field. And on the hill, Tyler Glasnow. What do we have on him?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. That hits the dirt. Ball 1. The pitch. Just missed. Up and in, 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Let's go, Rockies! Swing and a foul straight back.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Stepping in, Mickey Moniak. Foul ball there. Freeman gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Let's go, Mickey.
Next pitch inside, and the count is 1-1. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. First and second, no outs. And here is Ezekiel Tovar. And ball 1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
shortstop takes the ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Glass now, ready and deals. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Warming Bernabel.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Jordan Beck up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Runners are at the corners. One away.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Warming Bernabel digging in for the Rockies. Next offering is in for a strike. Corners are occupied with 2 down. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Two on, 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. What a play. Inning over.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back here in Denver, top of the second, and now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Senzatella back to work. On the outside corner, 0-1. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. That's hard hit on the line. Doyle makes the grab, and there's 1 away.
Batting seventh, left fielder
Michael Conforto will climb in. That is upstairs for ball 1. There's a strike. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
And now it's filled up. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
So 2 down now, and here is Alex Freeland. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside. That one out to right. Moniak makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Rockies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. Sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
That's down and in.
2-2 down.
Fastball is outside. And a swing and a miss. That's one out the bottom of the second. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Here's the catcher to hit, Braxton Fulford on the ground to first. He takes it on his own. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Third baseman, Orlando Arcia.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And he chases that one below the zone.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That one just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning
for the
getting
Dodgers,
started. Here's a
third
speed
baseman,
threat, Buddy Kennedy. Kennedy hitting ninth in today's lineup, and he was a 5th round pick back in 2017. So 2 balls and no strikes. On the ground right side. It's in and out of his glove. And the throw is late. Missed opportunity there thanks to the misplay.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning. Not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Alex Call. Grounded out his first time up. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Kennedy gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Hit in the air left field. Beck on the move. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Mookie Betts. A walk and a run scored his first time. Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance, and that one's gone into the bleachers. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
The batter now will be Will Smith. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Still only one out here in the inning. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And downstairs.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
And another ball. Andy Pajes waiting to bat for the Dodgers. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And it's 3-1. And that one wrapped foul.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And ball
Nope.
4, 2
Ball
aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and
Now
walked the
batting,
hitter. Man, you
right
got to
fielder,
challenge the guy
Andy
with the
Pajes.
fastball.
First and second, 2 outs. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And that one hammered. That's back. And it's off the wall. 1 run across. Relay throw home. Not in time. He's safe. It's 5-0.
Picks himself
Now
up a
batting,
couple of
left
ribbies.
fielder,
Anytime you can
Michael
drive a ball
Conforto.
into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Antonio Senzatella out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
So
for
they
the
turn things over to
Rockies.
one of their young arms, number 55.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
And here is Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one drilled left field. Way back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Michael Conforto goes the other way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 7-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 8-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So 2 down, and stepping in is the speedy Buddy Kennedy. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex
Back
Call.
to the top of the Dodgers order. And now the DH, Alex Call. 0 for 2 in this one. That one the other way, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Rockies nothing. Back here at Coors
Leading
Field,
off
set
for
for
the
the bottom of the
Rockies,
3rd. Here's
designated
Colorado's
hitter,
DH, 12.
number 12.
Kyle Karros.
Karros.
2 down, and stepping in is the speedy Buddy Kennedy. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. And that one the other way, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Rockies nothing.
Back here at Coors Field, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Colorado's DH, Kyle Karros. Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Throw on to Freeman, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, right fielder, Mickey Moniak.
2 down, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Mickey Moniak. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
That one fouled off. That one inside. 1-2 the count. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Good eye in that spot. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Good eye right there.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Rockies nothing. Back here in Denver, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Mookie Betts. Check swing, no appeal.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Everything is clicking, and when you're producing more than 2 runs an inning, it's pretty obvious your guys came to do some damage.
Turns and fires to Betts. Sliced hard but foul. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. And Betts is set down.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Pitch misses,
Ball one, no strike.
and that's ball one. There's a strike at the knees.
Probably the
got a
best
ball, one
one
strike.
we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
The Dodgers up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 2 outs, base is
Now
empty.
batting,
Here
first
comes Freddie
baseman,
Freeman up to
Freddie
hit.
Freeman.
1 for 2. Not
Counts
close
1-0.
with that one. Ball 1.
Ball in.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He sends it out of here. His 16th homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Splits the plate. 0-2.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Beck ranging back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. They go back to back. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 10-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Number 55 won't go any further tonight, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching for
Tanner
the
Gordon
Rockies.
gets the call from the pen.
Number
And with the
29.
big deficit on the scoreboard, he
Tanner
almost has to just put that out of his mind.
Gordon.
Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. That clips the zone, and that's strike one. That one blasted deep to right. Moniak raging back towards the wall. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable.
Oh, that's high.
That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
And that one clips the corner. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
And a 2-1 on the way. Tap foul at the plate. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter,
Now
and I'm sure
batting,
that's going to
left
sit on him for a
fielder,
little while.
Jordan
You want to be ready to hit the
back.
fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And that one is lifted in the air. 2 down.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair.
Now batting.
He had a pretty
first
big melon,
baseman,
Boog. And
Big dome?
it took a while.
Yeah.
Bernabeu.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Bernabeu takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. The Rockies yet to pick up a hit here. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle, struck out swinging his first time. And that is out of play. Bernabeu off of first with 2 away. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And 1-1. That one
Ball
missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Let's go, Rockies! You can do it!
And he pumps it a strike. Close, but called a ball. And now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something.
Oh, that's a strikeout. And that'll do it for the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Rockies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. The batter will be Michael Conforto. High in the air, out to right. Moniak under it. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Alex Freeland.
Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Movement in the bullpen. Anthony Molina getting loose out there. And that's in there at the knees. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got
Now
three straight
batting,
fastballs
third baseman,
looking
Bud
in the
Kennedy.
0-2 count just to pour it back.
Two down, bases empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Buddy Kennedy. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
This guy's
No
not
ball,
wasting
two
any
strikes.
pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw
Oh,
something
that's
maybe
out.
down in the dirt.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Rockies nothing. And we're back. And
Leading
now,
off for the
Braxton
Rockies,
Fulford.
Catcher, number 37.
Glass now, back to work. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Well, these Rockies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next offering upstairs.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And he can't come up with it. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Now batting, third baseman, Orlando Arcia.
So up next, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right. One down, base is empty. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Now batting,
And
number
here is
12.
Kyle Karros. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Late on that fastball.
Oh, he's got to be pretty
0-1's the
proud
count.
of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And that's
Inside,
off
ball one.
the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. And that's too high.
1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Freeman. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1. Fly ball down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Two outs. Misses outside, and it's 1-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
So
Mickey
2 on but 2 away. Next to
Moniak.
hit, Mickey Moniak. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And ball one to the right fielder.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Inside corner, that's a strike. And the count 1-1.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes with number 9 for him in this game. 9-2 left for Colorado. Not looking good. They're down 10-0. Back here at Coors Field, all set for the top of the 6th. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Alex Call. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. That one off the mark. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2
Yeah, and I
strikes, the count.
figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just
Now
couldn't hold
batting,
up the swing.
shortstop,
You know, as a
Mookie
hitter,
Betts.
that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. Gordon, a 6'5" righty, 27 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2019. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Beck on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Smith in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That's off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on, belted. Beck going back on this one. That one hops against the fence. He's in with a double, and that's his 2nd double of the night.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Man at second here with 2 away. Next to the dish is Freddie. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Makes the grab, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Rockies nothing. Back here in Denver, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. First offering, and it just misses. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia, a left-hander, also throwing. On the ground to third. Throw on to Freeman. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Jordan Beck.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Jordan Beck. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is downstairs. Fouled off left side. Up the middle. Nice grab. To first. In there safely.
Now batting.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. That'll be it for Glasnow, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for Los
They hand
Angeles.
the ball over to a new arm, number 70.
70.
He's pitching on 2 days rest. So a man at first. Warming Bernabel digging in for the Rockies. Liner snagged at first.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like
Up
it.
next
He
for
hit the ball
Rockies,
hard, but it
center
doesn't always
fielder,
work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch just misses. Two outs. Just missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Beck up into scoring position now with 2 out on the pass ball.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it and it cost him.
Beck stands at second with 2 gone. High fly ball, shallow right field. Pajes. He makes the grab, and that is that. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Rockies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Well struck right field. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow.
Left fielder,
So a man aboard. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto. And that misses. 1-0. Nobody out. Runner at first. Out to center. And there's one down. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Alex Freeland.
That one's in there, 0-1. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the top half of inning number 7. That one misses, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Ground ball could be two. There's one out, and it's a double play to end the inning. So they get one run on 2 base hits, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 11 and the Rockies nothing. And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th. Now the Rockies catcher, Braxton Fulford. There's the strike up high, 0-1. Just missed. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a ball evens the count. Right through there, got him. 1 out.
Now batting.
So digging in, Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one misses up and in. Ball 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Not even close there. And that's ball 3. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
One gone runner at first. Kyle Karros digging in for the Rockies. On the ground to third. Off balance feed, there's one. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 11 and the Rockies nothing. Back here at Coors Field, we're at the top of the 8th. Leading off, Buddy Kennedy. Gordon back to work. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Freeman gets it to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex Call.
Now it's the DH, Alex Call. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. And a foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line. Beck makes the play, 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Shortstop.
Here's Betts. and no strikes. And Mookie takes. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they still lead it 11-0. Back here in Denver,
Leading
bottom of
off
the
for
8th. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter,
Second
Tyler
baseman,
Freeman.
Tyler Freeman.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Inside, almost got him. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Moniak in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Rockies are down quietly. They trail in this one 11-0.
Now pitching.
New
for the
pitcher on now,
Rockies.
Jimmy Herget.
And compared
Number
to a lot of other
44.
relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Will Smith
Leading
to the
off
plate.
Los Angeles catcher Will Smith.
That's in for a strike. Herget goes 6 feet 3 inches. He throws a slurve, a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer. Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. And that one sliced foul. Smith leads off second with nobody out. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Anthony Molina, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Anderson also throwing. Man at second. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. This one in the air. Arcia under it. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting the center fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And first offering is fouled off. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the dirt, but kept close.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To third, tag, got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
We head to the
Rockies.
bottom of the ninth.
Left
Digging in,
fielder,
Jordan Beck.
Beck.
That clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And there's a
One
ball.
2 strikes.
And that's a
That's
little
ball
bit
2.
high. And it's 2-2. That one to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it.
Out.
The throw is still in time. And they come away with an out
Now
after a
batting,
tricky
first
start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond, where you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So in now for Colorado, Warming Bernabel. And that one clips the corner. Just
Nope.
missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Hernandez settles underneath it, makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Rockies.
Rockies
Center
down to
fielder,
their last out.
Renton
Next for Colorado,
Doyle.
Renton Doyle. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take this one in a blowout.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
11-0 your final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.